Hey everyone, Mr. MC here. This is a lap guy for Autopolis with the Porsche 911 RSR. Let's get this started. For this first turn, you will start to brake right when you reach the 100 meter mark. You'll be braking as much as you can, and the moment you turn in, you will slowly ease off of the brakes. When you hit the apex, slowly ease on the throttle. Then look for the path on the left as you will brake right after you pass it. You'll brake hard for a moment, ease off the brakes to get the car to rotate. Then these next two turns, you'll be doing some throttle control, and then before the curb on the right ends, you will then start to brake. Try to get your car as inside to the turn as you can. Wait until you're nearly done with the turn before you start to fully accelerate. For this left-hander, you'll ease off at the throttle, wait until you're pointing away from the official stand, and then slowly start to accelerate. Look for the second left arrow sign as that will serve as your braking point. Go for a light apex, so you'll brake hard for a moment, then trail brake into the light apex, and slowly start to accelerate. Try to be careful to make sure you don't end up oversteering. Then use the 50 meter sign on the left as your turning point and your brake marker, so you'll brake hard for a moment and try to trail brake as much as you can. Then these turns are all about throttle control, and you want to try to stay as inside of the turns as you can. As you're about to turn right, you will then start to brake, and you're going to trail brake a bit through this first turn, and you might need to do a bit more for this next turn. Try not to hit the curb right here, and do some more throttle control. Be very patient before you start to fully accelerate. When the curb on the left starts, you'll apply a bit of braking. You might need to trail brake if needed, but other than that, just use some throttle control, stay on the inside, and when your car is starting to point towards the start finish line, that is when you can start to fully accelerate and you are good to go. Let's go ahead and quickly talk about the strategy. This happens to be a C race where the fuel rate is at ×3 and the tire wear is at ×7. Your main strategy is to try to conserve your tires. Don't worry about the fuel. Try to burn it when you're about to start the race. But as for the tires, you don't want to go into the pit stop at all. All you want to do is try to maintain a steady pace while making sure you don't push the tires too much. Don't use too much harsh braking. Don't steer too much to where you're just scrubbing the tires, and make sure you don't slide around. And by doing that, you should be able to conserve the tire life a bit more. And with your cars, you can definitely use the brake balance to try to change the rate at which your tires are wearing out. So let's say if your back tires are not wearing out fast enough, but your front tires are wearing out pretty fast, you can bring the brake balance a bit towards the back to try to change that up. And yeah, there isn't really much to talk about other than don't stress your tires out too much. Try to conserve them as you maintain a steady, good pace. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. And once again, I just want to say a huge thank you for the 2,000 plus subscribers. It really means a lot to me, and it's just really awesome and at the same time crazy to see how this channel has grown, especially in the last few months. But yeah, so I'm going to sign off now. So this is Mr. MCA wishing you a good race, and I'll see you in the next video.